Have you ever watched your cat? One minute they are snoozing peacefully, the next their head snaps up, ears twitching, eyes wide. They stare at something you cannot see. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Do our feline friends possess some kind of secret early warning system? This question has fascinated cat people for centuries. Many cat owners will swear this is true. They have stories of cats acting strangely just before something unexpected happens. Perhaps it was a sudden storm, or maybe something more serious. These aren't just old wives' tales. There's often a real basis to these observations, rooted in the incredible biology of these creatures. In this exploration, we're going to dive deep into the world of feline senses. We will look at how their extraordinary abilities might allow them to perceive threats that are invisible to us. We are talking about finely tuned instincts honed over thousands of years of survival. So get comfortable, maybe even with your own cat by your side. Let's uncover the secrets behind your cat's seemingly mysterious behaviors. Cats experience the world in a way that is vastly different from us humans. Their reality is a vibrant tapestry woven from sights, sounds, and smells that we can barely imagine. Their senses are not just slightly better than ours. In many respects, they are on a completely different level. This heightened sensory apparatus is key to their survival. It is what makes them such incredible hunters, and it is also what might allow them to detect danger long before our comparatively dull senses pick up any clues. Let's start with their vision. While they don't see the same range of colors as we do, their eyes are masterpieces of low-light detection. They can spot the slightest movement in the shadows. This ability to perceive subtle motion, even in dim conditions, means they might notice things we would completely miss. Then there's their sense of touch. Their whiskers are incredibly sensitive instruments. They use them to detect tiny vibrations in the air. This tactile sensitivity extends over their entire body, making them acutely aware of their physical surroundings. When we talk about a cat's ability to sense danger, their hearing is absolutely paramount. Those adorable ears can swivel independently up to 180 degrees. This allows them to pinpoint the source of a sound with incredible accuracy. They can hear frequencies far higher than humans can. We top out around 20,000 hertz. Cats, they can hear up to 65,000 hertz. This means they can detect the high-pitched squeak of distant prey, or perhaps the subtle high-frequency sounds that precede mechanical failures or even natural events. This auditory acuity isn't just for hunting, it's a vital defense mechanism. It alerts them to potential threats, whether it's a larger predator in the wild or something more mundane, yet still dangerous in our homes. Then there's their sense of smell. Humans have about 5 million olfactory receptors. Cats, they can have up to 200 million. They can detect minute traces of chemicals in the air. This includes things like smoke from a tiny smoldering fire or the scent of natural gas from a leak. Beyond their superpowered hearing and smell, cats possess an acute sensitivity to physical changes in their environment. This includes vibrations and alterations in atmospheric pressure, which can often be precursors to danger. Think about earthquakes. There are countless anecdotal reports of cats behaving erratically hours or even days before a seismic event. They can feel vibrations through their paw pads that we would never notice. These tiny tremors could be the very early warning signs of shifting Earth, or they could simply be the vibrations of heavy machinery operating nearby. Their whiskers also play a role here. They can detect minute changes in air currents and pressure. Many cat owners have observed their feline companions becoming restless, anxious, or seeking shelter well before a thunderstorm hits. This isn't magic, it's likely a combination of factors. When we talk about a cat's sixth sense for danger, scientists tend to be cautious. The term itself sounds a bit mystical, doesn't it? However, what science can and does support is the extraordinary acuity of a cat's known five senses. Researchers focus on how these highly developed senses allow cats to perceive subtle environmental cues that humans miss. There have been numerous studies and observations regarding animal behavior before natural disasters. For instance, before the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, there were reports of animals, including cats, moving to higher ground well before the waves hit. Scientists suggest that animals might sense primary waves from earthquakes, known as P waves, which travel faster than the more destructive secondary waves, or S waves, that humans typically feel first. A cat might become agitated before a house fire not because it foresees the future, but because its sensitive nose detects the very first, almost imperceptible traces of smoke. The world is full of incredible stories where cats have played the role of lifesaver. Take, for example, the story of Pudding, a cat from Wisconsin, USA. One night, Pudding's owner, Amy, had a diabetic seizure in her sleep. Pudding, usually a shy cat, sprang into action. He began batting Amy's face and nipping her nose. When she didn't respond, Pudding raced into her son's room and jumped on his chest until he woke up, ultimately saving Amy's life. Then there's the tale of Scarlet, a courageous stray cat from Brooklyn, New York. In 1996, a fire broke out in an abandoned garage where Scarlet was caring for her 5 kittens. Firefighters witnessed Scarlet repeatedly braving the flames one by one to carry her kittens to safety. She was severely burned, her eyes blistered shut, her ears and paws scorched. Yet, she touched each kitten with her nose to ensure they were all there before collapsing. Her heroism touched hearts worldwide, and she became a symbol of maternal devotion and courage. These stories highlight something truly special about cats. So how can you tell if your cat is trying to warn you about something? It's all about knowing your cat and recognizing when their behavior deviates from the norm. Cats are creatures of habit. When their routine is disrupted or when they act in a way that is out of character, it's often a sign that something is up. This could be a sign of illness in the cat, of course, but it could also be their way of alerting you to an external change or potential danger in your shared environment. One of the most common signs is sudden, unexplained agitation or anxiety. Your usually calm cat might start pacing restlessly. They might hide in unusual places or try to get you to follow them. They might become unusually vocal, meowing, yowling, or hissing without apparent reason. Conversely, a normally vocal cat might become eerily silent and watchful. Pay attention to their body language. When your cat starts acting strangely, it's easy to dismiss it. We're busy, we have our own concerns, but I urge you, trust your cat. Their instincts are powerful. They are finely tuned instruments, constantly monitoring their environment in ways we can only marvel at. If your cat is trying to tell you something, it's wise to pay attention. It might be nothing, but it could also be something incredibly important. Taking a moment to investigate could make all the difference. Think of your cat as an extra layer of security, a furry, 4-legged alarm system. They are not governed by logic or reason in the same way we are. They operate on instinct, and that instinct is all about survival and safety. If they perceive a threat, their reaction is immediate and often very clear if you know what to look for. Learning to interpret your cat's signals is part of the beautiful journey of living with these complex creatures. We've journeyed through the amazing sensory world of our feline companions. We've seen how their incredible hearing, smell, and sensitivity to environmental changes can allow them to detect potential dangers long before we humans are even aware. From scientific understanding of their heightened senses to awe-inspiring real-life stories of cat heroes, it's clear that these animals are truly special. They are more than just pets. They are vigilant guardians of their homes and their human families in their own unique way. The key takeaway is to remain observant and open to what your cat might be trying to communicate. Understanding their baseline behavior is crucial. This allows you to quickly recognize when something is amiss. Those subtle shifts in their demeanor, those moments of intense focus, or unusual vocalization could be their way of sounding an alarm. Now I turn it over to you, the dedicated cat people out there. Have you ever experienced a moment where you believe your cat sensed danger before you did? That gap 3S. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of our feline friends, the future of feline research looks incredibly promising. Scientists and animal behaviorists are constantly working to better understand the depths of cat intuition and sensory abilities. With advances in technology and research methodologies, we are on the brink of discovering even more about how cats perceive the world around them and how they can protect us from unseen dangers. Imagine a future where our understanding of cats' abilities could lead to new ways of predicting natural disasters, detecting illnesses, or even enhancing our own sensory experiences. The bond between humans and cats could grow even stronger as we learn to appreciate and harness their unique talents. Thank you for watching. Have you ever noticed your cat sensing danger before you did? Share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into the world of cats.